Welcome and good afternoon to Midday, Kentucky, my friends. How are we today?
Hey,
We're
pretty good.
doing good, halfway through the week.
Can I just say it's a little warm outside?
It is a little warm out there, yeah.
I got a little schwitz when I was walking from the car to
We're
here.
in the
Is
50s.
it Schwetz of sweat?
Schwitz.
What is that?
You're Jewish?
Oh, yeah, but I didn't know what you meant.
I'm schwitzing.
All right, moving on.
I'm schwitzing.
Okay.
Took her a while. Maybe she's not really Jewish. Hey, I have to tell you, last night, guess where I ended up? I told you
Yeah,
we were
go
going to
ahead.
the UK game.
Oh, yes. How was
I
it? Did you have
cannot
fun?
tell you, it was the best night, and you said it's a spectacle.
It is. It's a
I
big
am-
production. There's more than basketball going
Yeah,
on.
it's a full-on, the cheerleader, from the cheerleaders to when they all come out and they perform and they have the flags and everyone is so passionate. There were women sitting behind me, literally ripping into the coaches.
Well,
And
tell us
it
what you
was
wore.
Very passionate
That was a big
fans.
debate yesterday, what you were going to wear
I
to
have
the
to
game.
be honest, I wore my signature black.
Signature
I know,
black. Can't
I
even
know.
throw on a blue T-shirt.
Well, I will say to you, once I got there, I thought, oh, I should have worn something blue. I
Yeah.
did
We
feel.
warned you.
I did feel a
We're
little.
going to have to take you shopping for some
Well,
Kentucky
I
Blue.
want you to go to one, and I know there are some games, UK games on Saturdays and things
Yeah.
like that. Because you guys, you know, you're in bed by 6, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I've
I
never
would
been to one,
stay
so I'll
up
have to check
for,
it out.
for a UK game.
Oh, you
I
would?
Oh, yeah.
Well, so last night, LSU versus UK, 92 to 86. Did I say that the right way? We won, of course.
Yes.
What I loved, I have to tell you, is every time they introduced at the beginning of the game, they had introduction of the UK team, and they had these smoke things and firecrackers, and when it first went off, I literally thought it was like a bomb or something.
Oh, no.
So I hit the ground. Well, I was a little nervous.
Right.
You know, I
Oh,
wasn't
fun.
expecting.
I'm glad you had a
now
good
you know.
time.
But
Yeah.
how about the student section, the eruption zone? When they
The
put
eruption zone.
I need to catch a game there.
Oh, really?
I haven't been down there
But
yet.
you know what I loved? I loved the diversity of the age range. And
Yeah.
it really did show me that Kentucky love their UK.
It's a community
Yeah.
thing.
It is
Oh,
huge.
fun.
You said that.
Yeah.
You said that. But
And
I
very,
wasn't
very
expecting
passionate
it.
fans.
Passionate, man. They were like, I'm serious. I thought these women behind me
Wow.
were going to either rip the coach's head off or hit me by accident. I could feel the vibration
Oh,
behind.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
full on.
Well, I'm
It
glad
was
you had
really
fun. And
great.
what an iconic arena to go to.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
Oh, really? Rump
Rupp
Arena,
Arena, yeah.
Rump Arena. It was good. All I got to say, it was good. I'm glad I went. Oh, and I also saw this. I think they're a hip hop team. Our producer will tell me from the UK. It's a fraternity house, and they're called Step Dance or something.
Oh, yeah, that's always
And so,
really
but I
impressive. I've
forgot
seen
what
that before.
I'm sorry, my producer will tell us what it is in a moment. But it was really interesting. They came out, I think it was halftime, and did this dance, and it was cool. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was
I
all
enjoyed
good
It's a
stuff.
game
It was
and
fun.
show, for
Yeah.
So
sure.
thank you. I appreciated the invitation.
Well,
Totally loved
I
it.
think you're officially a Lexington citizen.
Yeah,
Welcome.
we got to get you some UK gear.
No, I
you
haven't
need
had,
a blue
no, I
T-shirt
haven't
to wear
done
next
I'm
time.
not the Brandy Trail.
The Bourbon Trail.
The Bourbon
Trail.
Trail.
We'll ease
I
into
haven't-
it. All right, there's a
Two
couple
drinks
stops.
and I'm under the
yeah.
table,
Yeah.
let me tell you. Hey, I wanted to tell you, a few weeks ago we talked to this one
Yes,
about
yes.
doing male,
Birth control.
thank you, I was going to say hormone replacement.
Well, we talked to him about that too.
Birth control, and you were like, well, I don't know whether I do it or not, and you were a little bit up in arms for the side effects.
Well, we were talking about the side effects, and
Right.
they compared it to
If
what,
they were worth it.
Yeah, women go through.
All
when
right,
they take
well, we're
it,
now
too.
there.
Okay, we're there.
We're not that we're doing it on you right
Yeah,
now.
no. I'm.
Okay, so
We've
here
been
it
putting
is.
it in your coffee.
No, we haven't. A new experiment
Hey.
testing a non-hormonal injectable form of contraception on male monkeys has proven successful.
Really?
It's successful,
Wow.
bringing us one step closer to long-term birth control for men. Now, in a year-long study involving 16 adult monkeys, scientists found that a gel-like polymer called Vasogel, is that
Vasel gel.
Vasogel,
Vasel
injected
gel.
into, well, you know where, in the monkeys, well, you know where, has successfully blocked their sperm and prevented female monkeys from conceiving. Now, they were saying that the male monkeys could still perform all the duties and all those sorts of things, but they weren't producing sperm.
Yeah, I saw this on the
active
internet
sperm.
this
What
morning.
did you think?
They said they hung out with the female monkeys for like 2 years and not one was conceived. So they're batting 100%
Story of my life.
with this.
Yeah, I don't know if men are going to want that injection in the
Well,
know
it-
where.
it's-
What they just said.
Do you
like,
like how we're doing
is that
it
a
in
pill
code?
like for women?
No,
I don't know.
but it's.
Would
it
you do
be-
it?
It's a permanent solution,
I
right?
believe,
It would
well,
be
on the
equi-
monkeys so far.
Yeah, but it would be like
It's
a
not
vasectomy.
reversible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of just putting a stop to it.
Oh no, I do know. I actually think, if I remember correctly from the rest of the article, it can, once you stop having the injections, you can.
So you have to get
Yes,
multiples.
it's not
Yeah.
like having.
That
there,
makes
there
it,
is the diagrams up there.
The
if you want to
multiples
see.
makes it a little less.
Yes, and look, I think
exciting.
there's a lot of conversation when guys feel a bit funny about having the snip. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I sort of get.
I think if you've decided with your partner that you've had enough kids,
Yep.
that's one way to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, not all
Right.
guys are like you.
Okay.
They're not as, metrosexual as you, my friend.
Oh, thanks,
You know,
Troy.
well, you're all there, my friend. Let me tell you. Hey, parents and attractions. What are we talking about here, Katie?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Everyone has been talking about Selena Gomez
Oh, yeah,
and The
yeah.
Weeknd dating. Now, recently there have been some viral photos going around Instagram comparing The Weeknd to her father. That's him on the other side of the screen. And so it's just bringing up the conversation, are you attracted to a partner like your parent? And I actually think I know a lot of people that have recently gotten married or they're dating someone and their partner looks like their mom or looks like their dad.
Well,
What
this
do you guys
is
think? And I think The
shocking-
Weeknd does kind of look like
shockingly
it. Their eyes
similar.
are the same.
Absolutely.
Well, do you really look? You know what? I think that's just a coincidence.
You think so?
I don't really think
Yeah,
that.
her dad doesn't look like the Biebs, and that's
Yeah.
who she dated before.
Yeah.
But have you guys ever been attracted to that, or do you think that is an innate
well, does it work
attraction?
the same for moms?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have you ever dated anyone that looks like your mom?
No. No, I can't say that I have. What about you?
Well, he buys his mum.
No, I
Valentine's
wouldn't. But I
cards.
would say I think when I was younger, I didn't date anyone like my dad. But then I would say as I've gotten older, not so much look wise, but I think you realize
Personality
wise, there are traits that I'm like,
Okay.
I want a man like my dad in that
I'll
way.
be
So
honest
I
with
think,
you. You have me stumped on this because I'm thinking in my mind.
Okay.
I don't think that's ever happened to me. I've never really thought about that.
See, I have,
No.
but more recently. But personality traits, not looks.
Was your new soon-to-be friend?
He's
looking
very
like your
much like,
father?
no, he doesn't look like my dad. But same sense of humor and values. And I think things like that you
I think
admire
that-
in your parent,
Yes.
you start looking for
I
that
think
as you get older.
values and work ethic and how your parents were when they were married.
Actually, they do kind of look like, now that I think of it. Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow. We just found that out. We just found that out. Okay.
Well, that's a bit of a
Developing
problem.
story.
Oh, they're blowing my mind.
Okay, well, what we found interesting is you had wanted to talk about this idea about Obama and his latest vacation with the billionaires and how he is having really the time of his life.
First, I didn't know him and Branson were buddies.
Hello,
you know.
he's the president of the United
Okay.
States. He's friends with
But,
everyone.
so this is him leaving the White
Apart
House,
from
of
me,
course,
he's not
on,
friends with me.
on Inauguration Day. And what are we, two and a half weeks, 3 weeks into the Trump presidency? Obama getting a little R&R with Richard Branson down in the Virgin Islands. Here he is trying, what is it,
kiteboarding, yeah.
And,
Kite surfing.
Yeah, kite surfing, there you go. And he's playing some golf.
Doesn't he look good?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He
Very
looks
fit.
good.
It's good to see that the president, past president, 3 putts just like the rest of us. You know, he's not a ringer out there on the golf course. How hard do you think it would be, though? This is kind of the question, to adjust back to a civilian lifestyle. I mean, he spent 8 years in
Yeah.
D.C.
Yeah.
being the most powerful man in the world.
Doesn't that look cool? Do we
Yeah.
have a big lake here in Kentucky?
We do,
So
Lake Cumberland. It's
Okay.
the houseboat capital of the world.
Let's go and do a story doing this. Do you want to?
Oh, the one that Branson is doing, I forget the name of it. It's
It's like that hover.
Yeah.
where
Let's
it-
go and do. I think that'll
Let's
be
do
fun.
that,
Let's
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I do think
foil boarding. That's what
foil
it was,
boarding. I
yeah.
do think going from a president, and he is still relatively young. Do you know what I mean? So he's still going to be out and about and doing some amazing things. And I know he's going to be very heavily involved in the Democratic Party as well. He did state that. I think it would be very easy to step away from it all.
Yeah, I
with
think so
all the
too.
drama that's now
Especially,
going
yeah.
on.
You know-
He's probably like, thank you.
Yeah.
Time out.
A week or
Time
two
for
to
a break,
kind of
yeah.
decompress, and then probably just realizing that it was 8 good years, and now I have the rest of my life to kind of.
Well, and I also
my
think,
breath.
just remember that he, Mrs. Obama wasn't wanting him to run for president to begin with, and he sort of convinced her. And I think, look, no matter what side you sit on when it comes to politics, whether you believe he did a good job or not, after you have such a powerful job for such a long time, I think it's only fair that he has. If it was me, I'd say let him have 6 months off. Do you know what I mean? Really decompress.
Oh, yeah.
And have some
Retire,
time out.
I would.
And I think it is very difficult. What about his kids? You know, I don't know whether they get protection service as well.
I believe they do.
The
well,
kids
I
as
know.
well?
So Obama actually changed the law where all past presidents now have a security detail with them. It didn't used to be that way, but now from now on,
I
Obama
think
changed
that's
it that way.
wise.
And I
I
believe
think
his
that's
kids. One, I believe, is still in school. Both are still in school, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they have someone with them
Yeah.
at all times.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, we know President Obama's family always loved, do you call them former President Obama or President Obama?
But you still call them President Obama
Okay.
until they pass away. And then
Okay,
they're
I
still
got
looked
you.
at as
I got
president,
you.
even though
Okay.
they are a former.
That's the official
Yes.
title. Okay, I got you. Hey, I don't know how you feel about this. I thought this was really interesting because we do have a lot of pet topics come up here and on Good Day Kentucky. Well, the Humane Society estimates that there are at least 10,000 puppy mills in the US producing more than 2.4 million a year, and less than 3,000 of those are regulated by the US Department of Agriculture. Meanwhile, according to the ASPCA, approximately 3.9 million dogs enter shelters every year, and each year 1.2 million dogs are euthanized.
Euthanized.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, my friend. In an effort to crack down on the use of puppy mills, one state is taking a stand. New Jersey Senate approved a bill that would require pet stores licenses after January 12, 2016 to sell only dogs and cats obtained from shelters or animal rescue. Now, this is my question to you. How do we stop it? I know they're saying that you don't get them from puppy mills. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I would just like to see some more regulation with it. I think it's fine, and for some people that is their business, and there are some people who purchase a pet that are good pet owners. And like you said, it's going to happen anyway. So I would like to see more regulation from the government. Of course, I think adopt, don't shop, go to the shelter. But in terms of these puppy mills, I think it's unrealistic. They would be shut down. I'd like to see some more regulation
And
there.
I think, you know, we all have the pet stores in a lot of the big shopping malls and strip malls. A part of me, I understand that you shouldn't be getting dogs from, you know, the bad places or the cats, but also it gives a chance for the kids to come in and, you know, maybe see the little pets. And I don't know, what do you think? You had dogs as a kid.
Yeah, I know, like Katie said, the big push lately is don't, shop for a purebred puppy. We have so many animals even come just into our studio,
Yeah.
and you hear their story where, their owner just said it wasn't working out and just brought them back. You hear that
Sad.
too often. Definitely adopt. I'm very pro-adoption.
Well,
Yeah,
I
me
think a lot of celebrities out there talk about it as well. I know Ellen does, and all her crowd. They all talk about adopting the dogs. I don't know. I think it's a very tough thing to police. I don't know whether it's ever really going to stop because a lot of them make money out of it.
Plus, when you
It's one of
adopt,
those-
you skip the puppy phase. You're usually getting a slightly older dog, too.
And I
Yeah.
know
That's
it's
right.
the right thing to do to adopt, from a rescue place. I know it's the right thing to do. Hey.